You're now watching Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ Television. Here are today's headlines. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính signed Decision number 114, outlining a plan to establish international financial centers in Ho Chi Minh City and Da Nang by late 2025. The US will reduce tariffs on Vietnamese exports from 46% to 20% following trade negotiations, as both countries work toward a comprehensive agreement to strengthen economic ties. Top news today. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, as head of the steering committee for Vietnam's International Financial Center, has just signed Decision number 114 on August 1st of 2025. The decision outlines an action plan for implementing the construction of the center. The plan aims to establish international financial centers in Ho Chi Minh City and Da Nang by the end of 2025, thereby attracting medium and long-term financial resources that will support Vietnam's socio-economic development. It includes completing a specific legal framework to ensure transparency, strong policies, and mechanisms to attract capital, technology, skilled labor, and global investors. Key goals also involve building essential infrastructure, such as transport, telecommunications, and logistics in both cities. The initiative emphasizes financial safety, effective supervision, and the completion of major infrastructure projects to ensure seamless operations in the international financial centers by the set timeline. The 51.5-kilometer-long Lo Té Rạch Sỏi Expressway, which runs through Cần Thơ City and Kiên Giang Province, is in its final phase of construction, according to the Mỹ Thuận Project Management Board. The Lo Té Rạch Sỏi Expressway project is more than 72% complete, but construction has faced challenges as the route remains open to traffic. After Kiên Giang and An Giang provinces merged on July 1st, the increase in traffic volume prompted the Mỹ Thuận Project Management Board and local authorities to change their approach. Instead of working in horizontal sections, they're now prioritizing the completion of the first asphalt layer along the entire route to improve traffic flow. The goal is to have the first layer finished by August 15, both layers by August 30, and the entire project completed in September. Vietnam Ministry of Industry and Trade announced that the US will reduce the tax rate on Vietnamese exports from 46% to 20%, following an executive order signed by President Donald Trump. Since late April 2025, Vietnam and the US have conducted multiple rounds of trade negotiations at both technical and ministerial levels. The discussions have covered a wide range of topics, including tariffs, rules of origin, customs, agriculture, digital trade, services, investment, intellectual property, and sustainable development. Both sides aim to finalize an agreement based on openness, equality, mutual respect, and benefit, while also considering each country's development level. The Ministry of Industry and Trade has affirmed that talks will continue to strengthen stable economic, trade, and investment ties in line with the Vietnam-US Comprehensive Strategic Partnership. According to the Customs Department, dragon fruit exports in June were only $25.7 million, a significant drop of 53% compared to May and 7% compared to the same period last year. In June, Vietnamese dragon fruit exports experienced a sharp decline across all top 10 markets. China, the largest buyer, cut its import by 60%, spending only $15 million. Other major markets, including India, the US, and the UAE, also reduced their purchases by 48 to 57%, with the remaining markets seeing drops up 2 to 40%. The Bình Thuận Dragon Fruit Association attributed this decline to several factors, including low supply from poor natural harvests and weather-related crop damage. Additionally, market pressure increased due to competing harvest seasons in countries like China and India. The change in Food Safety Certification Authority in mid-June also created new export difficulties for the EU market, further impacting sales.
Ladies and gentlemen, Robam is a unit from a traditional art practiced by the Khmer people in southern Vietnam. In 2019, the Robam art form of the Khmer community in Tai Vang Commune, Tân An District, Sóc Trăng Province, was officially recognized by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism as a national intangible cultural heritage. This cultural recognition has provided motivation for the continued restoration and development of this traditional art form amidst the pace of modern life.
What makes Robam theatre captivating is its diverse combination of artistic elements such as singing, acting, and dancing. The plays often depict ancient stories involving fairies, brothers, kings, and deities, where two opposing forces of good and evil battle, and in the end, good always triumphs. Over the time, the content of this stage has been adapted by Khmer people to better reflect the daily life, emotions, and experiences of working-class communities. These performances not only showcase entertainment, but also convey deep philosophical and educational messages, reflect spiritual beliefs, and serve as an effective means of communication within the community. Buông Trong Robam Troupe is currently the last family-run Robam performing group of the Khmer community in Kansas City. The troupe has existed for over 100 years and has been passed down through 6 generations of leaders. Despite facing numerous challenges and the risk of fading away, the performers of the troupe continue to dedicate themselves to preserving and developing this traditional ethnic art form. In recent years, performances by Buông Trong troupe members have not only reached local audiences, but also gained exposure to international friends. The troupe's Robam art was recognized by the former People's Committee of Sóc Trăng Province as a part of province community-based tourism project and was the first local tourism site to be certified as meeting the 3-star OCAP standard. I started dancing on stage with my parents when I was 10 years old. Watching them meet other troupe members inspired me to dance too. Later on, I began teaching my children and grandchildren. They're incredibly passionate just like me. They also started performing at 10. To prevent the art of Robam from fading away in the current era of integration, local authorities have recently made efforts to help the public, especially the Khmer people, access and experience this heritage more easily through training and teaching classes. Encouragingly, most of the participants are young people who voluntarily sign up. For these students, the classes are not only an opportunity to gain knowledge and nurture their passion, but also a chance to become key contributors to the preservation, transmission, and promotion of national cultural heritage amid the constantly changing landscape of modern art. When I heard that the Robam training class was being opened, I was excited and immediately registered. I want to learn more about this art form, especially the dance techniques, so that I can help preserve the cultural traditions of Khmer people. Alongside Những Festival on February 7, 2024, the former People's Committee of Sóc Trăng Province previously approved a conservation and development plan for the intangible national heritage of Khmer Robam art in Tân An District for 2023-2028 period. As part of Project 6, under the National Target Program for the Socio-Economic Development of Ethnic Minority and Marginalized Areas, the province has also allocated funding for the purchase of customs and props to support the establishment of new Robam clubs in local communities. The promotion and preservation of the national intangible cultural heritage of Robum plays a crucial role in meeting the balanced needs of both material and spiritual life for ethnic communities living in the region. It ensures the harmonious development and integration of culture, economy, politics, and society.
Looking ahead, we recommend that the party and the state continue to invest funds and introduce policies to support and honor the artists working in Robum theatre. Continued funding is also needed to organize training classes, nurture new generation of performers, and ensure the future of the Robum state.
Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.